Venom The Last Dance is in movie theaters now, and we're talking the good, the bad, and the spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, go see it. Hit the like button on your way out, though, and then come back. This movie, to me, is the epitome of a safe bet movie. Honestly, I might tell you to wait for streaming. Not that it's mid or bad, just that they didn't reinvent the wheel, they didn't break any new ground, and for a movie that was teasing Noel, for a movie that was marketing itself as the final Spider Man live action Sony spin off universe movie, for a movie that was marketing itself as the final Venom movie. They didn't really do anything new, but they gave us more of what we liked. The comedy in the relationship between Eddie and the symbiote, in my opinion, was on point. The action scenes that we got with Venom were great. There's a great Las Vegas scene, and the big final fight of the movie is the best action in the movie. So basically, if you enjoyed Venoms 1 and 2, you'll probably enjoy this one. If you're in it for just a good time, turn your brain off for a while, you'll probably like this. If you're in this for the larger universe connections, for a possible Spider Man or a possible MCU connection, that's where you might be disappointed. So my biggest positive is also my biggest negative, in that it's a safe bet type of movie. And speaking of negatives, let's talk about this one. Not enough Venom in the movie. For a movie that markets itself as being the last Venom movie, and I'm talking head to toe black suit Venom. Obviously, you hear the symbiote in Eddie's head throughout, and there's venomized animals, there's the venomized horse in the trailer, and there's more besides just that in there, and those were all great. I always love seeing characters be venomized and how that looks visually, just like I love seeing characters get Jokerized on the DC side of it. That's always fun seeing how the different characters would look with the symbiote in them and stuff. So, or the Joker Venom, as it were, on the DC side. So that part was fun. But actual head to toe Venom, not enough of them in the movie. And speaking of not enough, Noel. We knew Noel was coming. The question was how much. I thought they did a good job sprinkling Noel throughout the movie. I was happy with the amount of screen time, and I was happy with the presence of Noel throughout. I thought they did a good job kind of building up the threat, and you feel that presence looming and that threat constantly throughout the movie, even when they're not on screen necessarily for a bunch of it. But if you're all about the on screen time, you might be disappointed by the lack of Noel. And of course, the biggest negative of any Venom movie, no Spider Man. This t shirt was not a tease or foreshadowing or a spoiler. Sorry to disappoint you. This was just because I don't have Venom merch. I was not the biggest Venom guy. I knew about like King in Black and some of the bigger comics, but if I'm being honest, I knew Venom before these movies as one of Spider Man's villains in the cartoons. So, sorry, Venom fans, I'm more of a Spidey guy. Just being honest about that. But yeah, there is, however, and this is where we get to have fun and speculate in the comments, and please do that because I'd love to geek out with you in the comments. There is a mid credits scene after Noel is defeated in which Noel reveals that they're still alive in the larger universe. And does that mean Venom 4? Does that mean Spider Man 4? Does that mean the larger MCU? That's to be determined, right? But the way this movie kind of sets it up, and we're going to talk about the ending now, so last chance, get out. In the end, the symbiote sacrifices itself so that Eddie can live, and in so doing, Noel is defeated and stays trapped where they are, and presumably, if that's the setup, that has to happen throughout the multiverse. Well, that means all it takes is one symbiote either failing to sacrifice itself or trying to and failing. And that's Noel's ticket out, right? That's their key. That's their way into at least one of the universes. And I think that's the way for Noel into Spider Man 4. Personally, I would love to bring back Topher Grace. I thought he was the one person missing from No Way Home. You bring back Topher Grace, they fail to save a Spider Man, or they fail to save Eddie, or something like that. And that's how Noel gets in there. That's what I would do anyway. But what do I know? I'm just a fan, right? That's what I would do, and that's how you get Spider-Man and Venom. I think that's the future. Tom Hardy's been definitely agreeing with the marketing that this is the last Venom movie, but I think that's the loophole is it's the last solo Venom movie. After the success of Deadpool and Wolverine, how do you not do Spider-Man and Venom, right? And tie it all together that way and finally give us the Spider-Man Venom some kind of fight or some kind of something that we've wanted, right? I feel like they have to really wrap this up in a satisfying way for the fanboys. But all in all, I had a good time with this movie. I think you'll have a good time with this movie. But, maybe I'm wrong. Comment down below. Did you like Venom? Did you hate it? Do you want another Venom movie? Do you want him in the larger MCU? Let's talk about it in the comments. And there is a post-credit scene as well, but that one's just a joke. The mid-credit scene is the big, juicy one that we can speculate on. So, let's talk about that. I hope everyone enjoys Venom 3, and we'll be back soon, so come back soon and take another bite of the GeeKlare.